So all right, so what's the journey? You start in London, you start in the ends.
So
how do you make it to America? How do you start music? How does this whole thing start?
It's kind of crazy because people tell me that I tell pieces of the story and I leave out very important parts of the story. But I'm gonna there's no better place to put it like this and no better place to tell it like raw. And I started in Brixton, South London, and everything started with the hustle. You name it, you think it, I did it. I'm not gonna say anything more.
Statute of limitations. Statute of limitations.
Because in that place, it lasts forever.
Oh.
Here, I think
there's no statute.
There's none.
Okay.
In the UK, it doesn't even 100 years from now.
Then we're gonna leave it right there.
Yeah, so that's why I describe it the way I describe it. But man was a roadman, came up off the streets, you name it. From a young guy, I would buy a car with a knocked door. I remember my first car when I was 17 years old was a 1996, giving away my age. It was 1996 BMW. I remember them on the end telling my uncle to tell me to slow down.
You got Jamaican in your blood.
Yeah, slow down. You tell your nephew to slow down.
Doing too much.
Yeah, he's doing too much. But at the time, I wasn't doing too much. I was doing the right thing. No one knew that I bought the car with a crashed door, the doors fixed. They just saw me driving down the block, like paid in full. No one really looked at it like, oh, they just looked at it like this guy is doing too much too early and tell him to slow down, which makes me want to talk about something like a little later, like just gave me a thing in my mind with like, how do you guys deal with the family situation? Like I know you guys now, like, where you're coming from. I don't know enough of the story, but like, how do you deal with that situation when you start getting really big?
Your family, like your kids or like your extended family, like
extended family,
cousins and stuff like that?
Yeah, like your cousins, your uncles, your this, your that. Like the kids is cool. My kids, they don't want for anything, and they don't really know what's going on. They're still young. They don't really know what's going on in this world apart from they living a life that I wish I was living at their age. But how do you guys with success deal with the family situation? How do you deal people wanting things from you, you giving and giving, and them still walking around like you didn't give a thing? Like it's I don't know, only because we just mentioned that subject it hit me immediately. Like, how do you guys deal with that?
I mean, for me, I think it's important to set boundaries. So I always kind of have boundaries, and luckily for me, I don't really have people that's asking for a variety of different things. Like, if somebody asks for something, I know they really need it. But other than that, I'm not really in communication with a lot of people on a daily basis. So I haven't put myself in a situation where I'm taking care of people, right? Like, I'd said that early on. Like, so for me, I've been fortunate. I don't have a lot of people that's around me that's trying to take advantage or trying to be greedy. And if I do see somebody has that level of characteristics, then we gotta separate early because that's not sustainable long term.
I think it's very similar. We've been blessed in that nature where it hasn't been too many people that's been around us that are trying to take. I didn't grow up with a large family, so like my friends are the people I speak to on a daily basis, and then my friends are who we create the business with. So we talking about that regardless. And so I think the biggest ask that I tend to get is information, which I think is more important because information can lead to opportunities. It could lead to networking, and that doesn't take much from me because we give information every day. Like we give it out on our show, we give it out on Mondays when people see us. We do speaking events. We're giving out information all the time, and so that seems to be the most important currency that people will ask for.
Yeah, it became a issue, like, because obviously I like what you guys said, and I had to start doing what you guys do and like just cut, use the scissors, stop looking back. As one of my guys say, keep looking forward, because every time you look back, all you're doing is holding yourself back. And like, it's just a serious situation. It's only because of what I just thought of. And I remember a situation where someone came and told me, oh, like, your uncle said this, or this one said this, your cousin said, and I'm like, hold on a second. These people not know what I've done for everybody in my career? Does people not know, like, how far I've stretched my hand, and then they come back for me to stretch my hand again. And that's when I cut the scissors. And it's like, there has to be a moment when you say no. And like you said, you didn't even enter it. So I'm in that not entering stage where it's like, yo,
It's always been a monetary ask?
Yeah, in some way. You come from Brixton, South London. People see you move to America. They see the stars. They see this. They see that. They see you on private jets. They see you own a private jet. They see this. They see that. They're like, what? Like, so then they start reaching a hand, and it's like the Jamaican mentality sometimes, like, oh, my man thinks he's too big, or my man's this, or he's that. But it's not even that. Like, when do you stop? Like, that's why I wish I started and did it how you guys did it and just kept it where there ain't even an entrance for that. If that makes sense. Like, not even like, when is the time when you say when no is not good enough or when no is just no, if that makes sense. I'm only saying that because of the conversation we just had. I'm like, wow, it just brought me a flashback.
Yeah, they told us that no was a complete sentence.